Oh, what up? So I'll be going over the 2016 anime Kiznaiver, created by Trigger. So basically, this anime goes into the whole thing about understanding other people's emotions, trying to create a world order of peace. It's an experiment they've conducted before, and they started conducting with these high school students. The way they do it is they implant some kind of device thing into each of the people, and every time they get hurt physically, the other ones feel their pain. That's how it starts off with, and I've seen this before in other animes, like Kokoro Connect, where they do that kind of stuff and connect people together in order for them to understand one another. I'm going into it though, I was like skeptical. I'm like, how can you understand someone just through their own pain? Well, eventually it does evolve into something more than just physical pain and more emotional pain. You guys will see that in the show. Or you get like all these kids put together. There's also a side story about the experiment being conducted before on little children, but that's part of the whole plot of the anime. Um, so that's basically the big gist of it. So going into this, it's kind of like a paranormal comedy, not much action kind of thing in order to create world peace, and that's the main objective here. So, alright, let's start with the characters. The main character we have here is Katsuhira Agata, a kid who doesn't feel pain, emotions, or nothing. Basically outcast of any group. That's how he is. That's how he's been since he can remember. He has these vivid dreams when he was smaller about caring for someone, but that's about it. He lives life without really feeling anything, and it kind of makes him docile, and that's not a good thing in our society. Along with the main character, we have Noriko Sonozaki. She's I guess you could call her an antagonist of the show, but I don't know. I wouldn't really say that. But she's the one that conducts the Kiznaiver experiment, picking these kids. She does throw in a whole thing about them being like similar to the seven deadly sins. Of course, that's all thrown out, so it doesn't fucking matter. But she's very docile, just like our main character, which leads you to suggest she has something to do with the experiment personally. Then we have Chidori Takashiro. She's known our main character, uh, Agata Katsuhira, since they were kids. Actually developed feelings towards him. She protects him and wants him to be more like he was when he was a kid, joyful and stuff, and not docile. She's very, I would say, motherly towards him, but she's also very loud. And then we have Hagime Tenga. He's your typical main character, though. He's loved by all the other characters. He's there to defend them. He has a nickname, I believe, was called the Mad Dog. But he's a caring guy. He's just tough, though. He's a tough, big guy, and he brings everyone together basically in the group. I think. When we come to Nico Niyama, a lot of people didn't like her character. She's like the sort of airhead type of character who's really weird. But it is found out though in the show that's all make believe, just because she wants to stand out. Apparently she's rich. We don't get much besides that. Her character, she just wants to be friends with everyone, and she's nice. And I kind of like her character. I don't know why she gets so much hate. And then we have Honoka Maki. Now here's a good character they went deep into in this show. I think more than all the other characters, really. They really went to her backstory. Her backstory was very interesting. Very interesting. I think they focused on her the most, and it was actually a pretty amazing backstory. It made you feel, it made you sad, it made you understand why she acts the way she does. She's cold, reserved, does not want to make friends with anyone, and her backstory really reflects on that. Person she loved but cannot get closer to because her fear of losing that person, and that's really something that strikes the heart, tugs at the heartstrings. And then we have Sugo Yuta. They don't really go much into this character's past besides like he was fat when he was little, and he lost all that weight, and he's a ladies' man, and he's a killer. He actually cares a lot about Hanoka and tries to be with her and help her out. So that's really 180 from his character. When you first see him, you're like, this was a dick and whatever, but he does a 180, and you actually start liking him. But they don't, like, again, they don't go much into his past. The same with Yoshiharu Himusumo. All we get is that he's a masochist. He loves pain, so this is perfect for him. He can feel other people's pain through the Kiznaiver experiment. Other than that, though, we don't get much about him. He's kind of like an outlier of the group. He's there to talk to everyone. He's like common ground. He's neutral, basically. Then we have Kazunao Yamada, a teacher for the kids. Later on, you find out some dark secrets about him. But he's a pervert teacher who likes to play video games, and he's a pervert. And then we have Matsumi Ushimara. She's a school counselor, very hot. We find out also dark secrets about her. I can't say shit, those spoilers. And then also we have these weird fucking creatures. I forget what they're called, like Gibbons or something. They're really deformed Gimorian. They're really deformed fucks. But I love this one because that fool's fucked up, and that fool's sitting right next to him fucked up too. So they're pretty funny besides that. The show was great. The intro, the music. I love to see Boom Boom Sound Lights back in. I haven't listened to their shit since like Appleseed, so that was great. Animation was great. Trigger always nails their animation. The story, a little weak. It was like it built it up though up to like episode 9 and 10. I was in it. I was like, damn, it's a good show. And then the ending was like, I guess I'll accept that ending. So the ending kind of let me down. I don't know if they let you guys down, but that's a bit for me. Characters was I into them? Only one or two they really focused on, or three. The rest were just there to help out. So I kind of wanted to see more and build up on that. Didn't really get that in the 13 episodes or 12 that we saw. Kind of felt rushed. The whole experiment thing ended like episode something like 8 or 7. So I wanted to see more of that experimenting going on and see if they could achieve this so-called peace through understanding. But overall, man, I'm going to give it a 7. I know other people I talked to give it an 8. I have to give it a 7. It was good enough where it was. It was above average, but not as good as I thought it was going to be. But hey, if you guys liked it, hit that like, hit that sub. Catch y'all next time.